Let's start in a tabletop position. So find your hands and knees, shoulders right above wrists, hips over knees, and you can have your toes either untucked or tucked, wherever's more comfortable. On an inhale, roll your shoulders back, find cow pose, open the chest, lift through the hips, hug the shoulder blades together. Exhale, scoop your belly, tuck your hips under, round your spine, drop your chin to your chest, really push the floor away here, stretching the upper back. And again, inhale, lift up. Exhale, round. Take about 3 more at your own pace. Good. Come back to center. Take the knees a little wider apart. Press all the way back to child's pose. We won't be here for long. Take a deep breath in. On your exhale, lift your hips up again. Act like you're going to come into cow pose, but let your hips drop forward. Open through the chest. Keep a slight bend in your elbows. And then do it again. So send the hips back. Come all the way forward. Drop the hips. Open the heart. You can make this as big or as small as you'd like. Just move with the breath. Let's take 2 more rounds. Exhale back. Coming back to your tabletop position, tuck your toes under, lift the hips, lift the knees, find downward dog. I'm going to keep a deep bend in my knees. Take some time to pedal out the feet, stretching the legs, especially through the calves. Now coming back to stillness, bring the big toes closer together. Inhale, pick the right leg up, bend the knees, start to open the hip. You can circle the ankle, maybe draw circles with the knees, or just the one knee rather, and then take it the other way. Come back to center, lower the right foot down and switch. Left leg lifts, bend the knee, start to open the hip, holding it still or finding whatever movement you took on the other side. Coming back to stillness, lower the left foot down. Let's lift both heels high. Soften your knees, look forward. Travel to the front of the mat. Find a forward fold, but we'll make it wider and a little more comfortable. So bend into the knees. Let your upper body rest over your thighs. Hold on to opposite elbows here. Really let the head, neck, and shoulders relax. Maybe sway from side to side. Finding your way back to center, release your fingertips to the floor. Heel toe the feet closer together so they're about hip width apart. Bend your knees, lengthen your spine. So lift up halfway, maybe bringing your hands to your shins or to your thighs. Think about hugging your shoulder blades down your back, chest is reaching forward. Now push into the ground, come all the way up to stand. Take a deep inhale, reach the arms up, grab onto your left wrist, reach up and over to the right. Come up to center, switch your grip, lift up and over to the left. Come back up to center, release your hands, interlace your fingers behind your back, roll your shoulders back, open the chest, maybe lift your hands away from you. And then release, shake the hands out. Step back to the front of your mat, feet are hip width apart. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold, deep bend in the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, bend the knees, bring the fingertips down, step your left leg back to a lunge. You have a few options here. You can keep this back knee lifted. You can drop the knee down. You can bring your hands to your thigh. You can sweep the arms up. Maybe playing with those few options and seeing what feels good. Wherever you are, I want you to think about drawing in the belly, pressing the left thigh forward, driving the left heel back. And also think about reaching the crown of your head forward. So maybe that's reaching forward away from you or forward and up, just to get some length through the spine. Now, wherever you are, let's all drop the left knee down, lower your left hand, open the right arm, twist to the right. Release the right hand down. Now, tuck your back toes under, lift the back knee, press your feet into the ground, rise up to a high crescent lunge. Inhale, sweep the arms up, draw the thighs together, belly is drawing in. Take your right hand to your hip, slight side bend to the left. You're still pressing the left heel back as the left thigh presses forward. Come back up, both arms reach up, open to warrior two. Spin the back heel down, sink into the front knee, drop through the hips, pressing the right knee out. So you get that nice opening, strengthening for the right outer hip. Flip the right palm up, sweep it back, reverse warrior. Open the arms wide, warrior two. Take your right forearm down, extended side angle, letting the hips drop just an inch or so. Take the left arm up and over. While you're here, if you want to take some back strokes with the arm, feel free. So sweep it around, down, and in front. Some nice shoulder circles. Come back to extended side angle, reach through the left fingertips, push down through your feet, come back up, warrior two. And on your next exhale, cartwheel the hands down, pick the back heel up, soften the back knee, step forward, forward fold. We'll repeat all that on the other side. So first take an inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold, fingertips come down, step the right leg back. So remember, knee can stay lifted, reaching forward through the heart, forward through the crown of the head. Knee can be down. Maybe you take the torso up, reaching up to the sky. Maybe you keep your hands on your thighs. Draw on the belly, press the right hip forward. Think about tugging this left hip back. Wherever you are, lower the right knee, plant your right hand, open the left arm and twist. Release, lower it down, tuck the back toes, lift the knee, squeeze everything toward your midline, rise up, high crescent lunge. Maybe take a wider stance if your balance is feeling a little shaky. Reach the arms up, draw the belly in. Bring your left hand to your hip, slight side bend to the left. Keep pressing back through your right heel. Come back up. Inhale, reach. Exhale, warrior two. Spin your right heel down. Sink into the hips, opening through the left knee. Flip the left palm up, reach it back, reverse. Return to warrior two. Forearm to thigh, right arm up and over, extended side angle. Option to take those circles. So sweep it back, around, and in front. Return to extended side angle. Reach through the right fingertips. Let them pull you back up. Warrior two. Exhale, cartwheel the hands down. Pick the back heel up. Soften the back knee. Step forward. Forward fold. Bend into the knees. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, fold. Press through both feet. Come all the way up to stand with a long spine. Reach up. Hands meet in front of your heart. Turn and face the long edge of your mat. Step your feet wide apart, just about the length of one of your legs between both feet. Feet are either parallel or a little bit pigeon-toed. Bring your hands to your hips. Roll your shoulders back, broaden across the chest, hug your shoulder blades together, and then start to hinge forward. Maybe you find that slight bend in the knees here. Reach the crown of the head forward, tailbone is going back. And then release your hands. Again, bending your knees as much as you need here, letting the upper body relax forward. Maybe shifting the hips around, bending into the knees, playing with shifting your weight forward and back. Take one more breath. Wherever you are, lift up halfway. Start to heel toe the feet closer together, bending into your knees, and then drop the hips down, coming through a squat, and then lower your hips down to the mat. Feet are going to be on the floor in front of you. Lengthen your legs out and then cross your right ankle over your left thigh. Now, depending on how tight your hips are, you might need to give yourself a little more space, so maybe you lengthen your stance or widen your stance. If you want more of a stretch, walk the foot in, bringing your legs in closer to your chest. So completely up to you. Just make sure you can still breathe. Maybe you rock the legs from side to side, finding a little movement, maybe finding a different spot that needs additional attention. Come back to center, uncross the legs, and switch. Bearing in mind that one hip might be a lot different than the other, so your stance might not be the same. Coming back to stillness, uncross the legs and find your way to a comfortable seat. We'll finish with some intentional deep breathing. So I'm going to place my hands, one hand on the belly, the other over my heart. You can also have both hands on your belly, both hands on your ribs, or both hands over the heart. Soften your gaze or close the eyes. Relax your shoulders. Think about loosening through the neck. And start to breathe into the chest, into the ribs, and into the belly, filling all the way up on your inhale. Pausing at the top. Exhale slowly, letting the breath empty completely, and then letting it empty a little bit more. And repeat. Inhale, fill all the way up. Pause at the top. Exhale, slowly release. Letting something go. Do that 3 more times. Let the breath return to normal. Blink the eyes open. Release your hands down to your lap. That is all for today. Great job. We'll see you next time.